Hello YouTube and welcome to my boiler room. A boiler room that is quiet at the moment, but once I'm done with the video I'll put fire in the boiler. It's quite cold outside and I need to heat the house. I've seen that Parsons Rick uses a candle and some cedar sticks to light his pipe. And I like to light my pipes with matches, but being a bit on the economical side, I thought I'd use the matches several times, so I've got a candle lit here. Cedar is nicer, but matches will have to do. I've been complaining about the difficulties I've encountered trying to order tobacco within the EU, but it seems like it's hard getting hold of tobacco from outside the EU as well. I don't mean the order I placed at Four Noggins, but I've got friends in Belgrade, and they're sending me some other stuff, and I asked them to buy some local pipe tobacco and send me. But they've just replied back that they can't find any local pipe tobacco any longer. They're all international generic brands, and they seem to have taken some pride in finding Serbian or at least Balkan pipe tobacco. So they've searched all over Belgrade, but they can't find it. And the woman I know, I've talked about her on a video before. Her father used to grow his own tobacco, smoke in a pipe, and she said that if he'd been alive, he'd sent me some of his, and that would have been really neat. I don't know if you guys grow your own tobacco, but I think that would have been really neat. And another friend of mine went to Morocco for a holiday, and I asked her to buy some pipe tobacco if she could find some local tobacco. And I don't know, pipe tobacco isn't maybe the thing you think about in Morocco when it comes to smoking stuff. And but she works as a counselor for alcohol and drug addicts. So I wasn't afraid that she'd come home with the wrong sort of smoke for me. But unfortunately she didn't come home with, well, she came home but she had no tobacco with her at all. She said she couldn't find any. And I don't know, maybe they don't smoke ordinary pipes in Morocco. Because I think she actually tried to find it, I don't think she just said that she couldn't find it and never bothered to ask. So I'm putting my trust in 4 noggins that they'll deliver. And I've gotten a message from them that it's been shipped, so I'm well, it's Sunday today, so I'm not checking the mail today, but hopefully it'll come here early next week. But despite getting Balkan tobacco or Moroccan tobacco, I've still increased my tobacco cellar a bit. I bought some Broberg's Burley, was it last week or the week before? And that's, yeah, the week before. And a couple of weeks back I got Mellow Virginia from the UK, and I also bought Greve Gilbert Hamiltons blanding. That's the most common or most popular over-the-counter blend in Sweden. And that's what I'm smoking today. In a pipe that's, I'm holding it in my left hand, but it's actually a right-handed pipe. It's one of mine. It's a cherry pipe, and it sits better in my right hand. But I prefer holding my pipes in my left hand. So. Where was I? Yeah, Hamilton's blend. It's the most popular over-the-counter blend in Sweden, and I've been reluctant to buy it since the man behind the blend, Count Hamilton, seemed to have been somewhat of an he wasn't really a nice person. Let me put it that way. He fought for the Germans in the First World War and supported Hitler in the Second World War. So that just about sums him up in my book. But the tobacco is so big here in Sweden, I just had to try it. So I've got some in my tobacco cellar now. And with that, the Broberg's Burley, the Mellow Virginia, and the was it 3 or 4 kinds of tobacco I had before, I've started to smoke a lot of, change my smoke, or the tobacco I smoke, a lot more than I used to. Before I usually smoked Condor mixed with some Balkan Reef Vanilla, because that I had a lot of Condor because I bought it cheap, tax-free, coming home from Ireland, and I wanted to save my nice tobacco for special occasions. But I don't have so much of the Condor left, and I've gotten some other tobaccos now, so I rotate between different tobaccos. Just like I rotate between different pipes. And to to me that just adds a lot of pleasure to the smoking, and even the condor tastes a lot nicer when I don't smoke it so often. But the Hamilton blend and I'm smoking today, it's mostly Virginia. I think there's some Burley and a little Cavendish in there as well. And the first few times I smoked it, I didn't really feel a lot of taste. I thought it was dull. But it has grown on me. It's a mild tobacco, not a lot of taste, but if you look for it, it's there. Prior to smoking this, I never understood when people said that they felt the grassiness of the Virginia, but now I think I understand what they mean. And there's also some citrus taste in it. So it's actually quite nice. It's easy to smoke, and I suppose you could smoke it anytime. And maybe that's why it's become so popular in Sweden, because it's been around since 1924. And they quite recently, because of some EU rules, made the cut a bit coarser, and it must have been really like smoking cigarette tobacco before, because it's I don't consider it very coarse now. But I've seen on the internet that there are people complaining that it's too coarse. You have to pick out the twigs and stuff from the tobacco before you can smoke it, and I think that's a slight exaggeration. I'm wearing my red corduroys today. The Christmas season started for me on Friday. The first Christmas market around here was held then. So it's a bit early in the middle of November, but it seems to start earlier and earlier each year, and by the time I get to the 24th, we celebrate on the 24th in Sweden. I'm sort of sick of Christmas, and I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way. So now I'll stop here and put some fire in the boiler, and then I'll sit here and continue my smoke and read the paper. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you.